When Jesus meets the possessed man in the area of the Gadarenes, we see some of the symptoms of demonic activity. Symptoms in the possessed man, but symptoms also that we must guard against in our own lives. The possessed man expresses two passions which are warring within him. He's simultaneously both shameless and full of fear. He says to Jesus, "What have I to do with you?" And then, "I beseech thee," when the demons fear being sent to the place of torment and punishment. How full of these passions is contemporary life. The shameless celebration of sin, as though God can have no part or say or authority in our lives. But simultaneously the relentless fear stoked up in the media about so many things: viruses, environmental catastrophe, nations far away, and so on. How often we see these warring passions in the people around us, but of course in ourselves at times as well. These passions, of course, don't mean that everyone is possessed, but they are a sign of how the demons are at work in our world. And realizing this, it is natural perhaps to ask ourselves why God would permit the demons to be here. Why would God permit the activity of the demons in our lives? Why would God even allow the demons to exist at all? Tradition, the church fathers teach us that the demons are permitted by God to wage war on us, that we may battle, that we may be tested in our fight with them, that we may be proved worthy of God's grace, that we may show ourselves worthy of the love and grace that God offers us. Without adversaries, man would have no real struggle, spiritual struggle. And without this contest, there could be no crown of victory. The possessed man described in the 8th chapter of the Gospel of St. Luke is naked. We're told that he doesn't live in a house. These features are symbolic of those who give themselves to evil. They have stripped themselves of their baptismal garment, and they no longer, of course, dwell within the church. And of course there are those today who haven't even been baptized into the church, which is the true home of all humanity everywhere in the world. Our home, the church. And the possessed man is described as living among the tombs. Those who dwell outside the church do indeed live amongst the dead. They live the lives of the dead because they don't have the life of Christ within them. Once freed from possession, the man pleads with Jesus to allow him to stay with him. But he's sent away. It's a sign that those who receive God's healing grace, then have Christ with them wherever they go. So let's learn from this story. Look for the signs of these passions within us. Let us never imagine we can live without God's authority over everything that we do, everything that we seek, everything that we say. In every way that we live, let us recognize and live according to God's authority. And let us reject the groundless fears that the demons and their servants continuously try to sow within us. And let us be assured, Christ is with us always, everywhere that we go.